So what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Benjamin and we're back. Today the video subject is being real. So I want to just talk about a few different things about just being like a real freaking human right now, okay? So number one is like dedicating and deciding you want to grow your own something. People either have like kids, they grow a business, they have, a lifestyle that they invest and they grow into. But I have taking the time to learn marketing and sales, okay? Like whatever it is, whether you're a young entrepreneur, like whether you're just a young dude or a young girl, and like you want to actually go out there and create your own business or create your own podcast, create your own YouTube series, then you actually have to take the time to learn what people want and how you're going to serve them and how you're going to actually like sell, actually like persuade them to take action on your product. Because I know, like, at least for me, it's like a struggle is like, okay, I have wisdom and knowledge within me. I have cool ideas that I know that like could, an experience that is beneficial, but like how is that process like actually done, like the invisible mechanics of that. Next, I'm talking about just like stepping out of your comfort zone. Maybe this one should have gone right before, but it also comes after. Like, because even when you make a decision doesn't, like, there's that little quote, whatever, like there's five frogs on a log, four decide to jump off. Now, how many is there? Still five, because making a decision doesn't actually mean that you go for it. You actually have to step out of the comfort zone. You actually have to commit to the action, which is very simple stuff, but many of us aren't taught to make decisive decisions and to follow through with them. Actually, if anything, indecision is kind of more taught through the school system. Anyway, so I'm talking about like stepping out of the comfort zone bit by bit. So every day you might not be in the best mood, okay? I always hear successful leaders talking about it, in everyone's best perfect day, like, like he's like, yeah, my daughter could run my business, if everyone's just having their best day, you know what I'm saying? But it's knowing how to sell yourself on the idea to go produce something of excellence in that day. So I'll talk about it in a future video, but that's why it's so important to be able to have a good morning routine that you wake up and you can shock your nervous system. I got this from Tony Robbins. It's all about morning priming and getting yourself just in a peak state so you can go and just slay the day. Because when you feel empowered, when you feel in a peak state, like when you get off of an amusement ride, like don't you feel like you can just go do anything? Like you can go ask that guy or girl out, you can go make that business call because you're in a peak fired up state. Same with people at raves or like any concert, like you're pumped up, you're like, I am unstoppable. So we need to learn strategies to get our nervous system on point like that. So then the next thing is, after we decide that we're going to go take the action, it's really important to do designated time blocks. I'm talking about time that you set aside for yourself, because again, even if you commit to doing it, if you do not schedule it, it's not really real. It's just an idea that you're going to go do something. When you schedule it, it's in your schedule. It's now you have to like go and do it. But when you put it in the schedule, I found it's super important, because even in your subconscious mind, then you're like, okay, like this is important. I took all this time to plan and create this idea. Now I want to go work on like creating and configuring the actuality of it. Whether that's working on a course outline on your computer, whether that's uploading videos, whether that's taking time to go work on like talking to people in social settings, work on your social skills, or go ask out a guy or a girl that you like, just taking the time to actually go work on the skill set you're looking to develop, whether in your relationship or your business, your family life, or your personal life. It's important to do that. I also talk about chunking items together. A lot of times people have big to-do lists, right? Like massive to-do lists, something that's like, okay, this item, and it turns them off in the day because they see all these different things. But really what we want as humans is outcomes. We want the outcome of something. So chunking can be like placing items together. Like net time is like no extra time, okay, right? So that's like when you're in the car, in your car ride commute, then you can also be listening to like an audio file like online, like on how to market better or how to have better interpersonal relationship skills, and it's always combining things together. And maybe that's on the way to the grocery store as well. So that's like 3 to-dos that you can put in one category, so you only have like 3 main chunks of like to-dos, action. They're called action items that you have to do on that day. Because by the end of the day, we have to figure out what we want as a outcome, okay? Because a lot of times we don't get everything on the to-do list, and we have to look at the important, like list the things in order of importance and see what the outcome is that we want for that day before our head hits the pillow and, we're on to the next day, so that we can continue to take progress, keep ourselves accountable, and just be what this will do when you actually plan some of the outcomes and the strategies that you're going to do to get them is you'll start feeling like an effective human being that's working at your brilliance. You know what I mean? Like that you're tapping into your potential, and you feel worthy, and you feel more fulfilled and successful in your day-to-day life. And it's really great for your perception of self-image, how you breathe, how you interact with your life. And I'm promising you, it's an entire game changer. I'm going to be making a video on that again in the future, or hit me up for like coaching, and I can teach these strategies one-on-one. Next, I'm going to be talking about a little bit about why reading is so important, because same with listening to certain like CDs or YouTube videos and stuff like that, but reading's really good. I have this book for an example, The Invaluable Laws of Growth, and it helps rearrange the cognitive connections in our brain, right, guys? So that your brain gets rewired to think like the content you're reading. That's why we always hear that proximity is power. The average of the 3 to the 5 people that you're around, you become. So even if you're not around as many people, but you're reading some dope ass books that are programming your brain with success strategies, that's going to be highly beneficial to you. Like, just think about it. If you're intaking the input of very successful people, what you put in, you get out. So it's not hard to think like how this is going to help you so much. Sure, reading's maybe boring, but a quote I like by David Goggins is like, we have to visit pain every day. Like, not all day long, but like if you want that nice body, you have to go visit pain for an hour in the gym to, get in touch with that and get in touch with what you want. Like, if it's painful just to sit down and read a book for 20 minutes, or read 20 pages, then like you need to visit that so that you can become comfortable with those uncomfortable things. A lot of times our greatest desires lay on the other side of our subconscious fears, and when we really truly learn how to tap into that is where we take on massive momentum and growth. So that's the video for today. If you liked, please give this video a like, comment what you'd like to hear and see more of, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. If you'd like one-on-one coaching with me, either in yoga, either in developing mindset in meditation practice, or whether you'd like to learn just some strategy practice on how to plan out your day and feel more in control of your day and your life, hit me up in the top link in the description. That's my email that I use for all my client intake forms and how I just get to know you to see if you'd be a good fit for working with me. It's been awesome. I look forward to seeing you in a future video and working with you in the near future. Have a beautiful day and stay blessed, guys.